For plying purpose, I need a little bit larger spindle because this is single ply. This is only one single thread. For plying purpose, I need a little bit longer, approximately 40. This is 40 centimeters another spindle, a little bit heavy, because on plying spindle you will put two threads together. This is already done, portionally done. You can see this is two threads together. I just put side by side. I didn't ply. This is first step spinning, second step put together side by side single ply of your exotic fiber and silk. They are not twisted yet. How I will do this? First of all, I need to find where is my plying spindle. Oh, I have right there. Most important for plying spindle should be very smooth. No, just like, what is this called? Disgusting, what is this? Splinter or something. Very smooth. If you didn't buy right away, very smooth. You can do it home. Sandpaper and a little bit like oil from your spinning wheel or another oil or even olive oil. But not a lot, just slightly. Or with many hours of use spindle, you actually with your hands polish this very well. Plying spindle on my hands, full of yarn of my single ply on some box for protection. This is protection not from animals, cats or dogs. Yeah, try to keep them outside for a while, because this will take probably approximately time to transfer all your hand-spun yarn on the plying spindle. One thread of silk, one thread of my hand-spun yarn I hold together, and I will go to put on the shoulder of my plying spindle. Now I spun clockwise, correct? Now I place these two threads counterclockwise. And little by little, twist by twist, I will fill up my plying spindle with two threads of my already hand-spun yarn and commercial silk. No reason, no spend time, if you would like, of course, to spin silk yourself, because you will never meet thickness of your hand-spun exotic yarn with silk. Silk always should be a little bit slightly thinner than your yarn. Silk will serve purpose to support your yarn. Silk will wrap around to protect your fiber from fall apart. And now I place my two threads of my yarn between my middle finger, ring finger. Lock my fingers, my thumb and my index finger hold my spindle. My right hand will turn again very tip of my spindle, and I will start to enjoy time, family time, half hour local TV news, half hour national TV news, 1 hour now I like Big Bang Theory to watch. This means total I will spend 2 hours or 2.5 hours just to put together side by side my yarn and silk. And enjoy this. It's relax, put your shoulders on good, nice, relaxed position. Not necessary to hold this very high. Just find what's comfortable for you. I always find comfortable not to hold my spindle on parallel position against the floor. I always find it's much more easy if I will put my shoulders down and relax, and tip of my spindle will be much more low than head of my spindle. This is for me what I find comfortable. And now, how I mentioned, 2.5 hours, you can actually talk with your loved one, you can watch TV, because it's nothing to do. It's only keep eyes on your two threads together. They're not supposed to be separate. They're supposed to be very tight, wind on the bottom of your spindle and go up and up and up. Make sure, please, you will build these rounds or your yarn on the spindle gradually, like a sewing spool. Portion by portion, portion by portion. Never do like this. Go up and down, up and down. You will create not pleasant surprise when you will start to put twist on your yarn. This is second step. First step was spinning. This now step combining silk and hand spun yarn. Let's pretend I already fill up, because I don't want to spend all these 2 hours watch after me. I would like to mention why I prefer to use some empty shoebox or even this plastic container, because if you will drop this on the carpet or even bare clean floor, you always pick up something from here, from yourself, here from your animals, dirt. It's like you don't need to mix up your clean fiber with everything what it's like on the floor. Maybe it will be different effect, but for me cleaner is possible to keep all my yarn. And this is done. Now time to put twist on our double thread between silk and your hand spun fiber. Cashmere, kiviot, paigora, kashgora, name what you want. It doesn't matter. Fiber is supposed to be no more than 20 microns, because 20 microns you can use or drop spindle, doesn't hurt your fiber, or you can use your spinning wheel. This type of spinning only good for very fine micron fiber. It's no reason to make anything heavy than 20 microns fiber. Remember about this. You can do anything what you want, just try, don't blame me later, I said so. Now, to put twist between your two threads, what already on the Plying spindle, you use again support ball. Ball supposed to be sturdy on your laps. It's easy to deal with this position. Now we need little small ball or carton bobbin. What I usually use, any carton left from your tea box or some kind boxes. Be sure this is enough thin, not so thick. For our plying purpose, please remember this is no good, because all this color what on this carton, after steaming your fiber to set up twist, will be on your white expensive fiber. This means this try to not use. Just use what on both sides clear. It can be present box, can be specially purchased carton, but to be recycled. It's very well method to recycle everything what you instead to throw on recycle bin. And now our goal now to put twist and same time to wind on yarn on this bobbin. To make sure you will be from first minute successful, I will recommend to make a little bit what is called slit. Place end of your double yarn on this slit, close. Now this go nowhere. For security reason, if you are not sure about your ability to keep this yarn, just make a knot, and this knot will stay right on this bobbin, will go nowhere. Because right now we need to use both hands. Left hand, right hand will do this operation to twist your spindle. Again, use very tip of your spindle against heel of your left hand. Pinky, ring finger and middle finger, they are completely straight. You hold this bobbin by your thumb and index finger. Be sure over your index finger or tip of your index finger you place your yarn. You will understand a little bit later why this is very important. And now with your right hand you will twist your spindle, and same time you lift up your ball. It's enough twist. You put twist every time when you twist your spindle, lift up your bobbin and start to wind on your twisted yarn on this bobbin. Use your index finger tip to make sure your yarn will be enough room not to create ridges against these edges of your carton bobbin. And we will do this operation probably approximately 500 yards. You can do for half hour, 45 minutes. This depends how many times you interrupt by somebody from your house. Can you hear? It sounds good, it's relaxing. And try not to lift up this bobbin too far away, because your twist dramatically change, will be not enough consistency. I will recommend no more than 20-25 inches above the tip of your spindle. First time maybe enough only twice to wind up your wind on your yarn. Later, when you will find good, nice speed, and also you will be much more confident, you can change this maybe 1, 2, 3, but no more than twice in beginning of your first experience with this kind plying method. Also very important to keep eye on your yarn, because you don't want to separate your silk and your hand spun yarn, or another way this will be not enough twist, or silk will be separate from your yarn. Just why I use much more heavy or slightly heavy spindle, to be sure my spindle will not lift up constantly with my bobbin and with my twisted yarn. This is how I mentioned will take 30-40 minutes, And each time when you take off your index finger out of this yarn, what you already built up around your bobbin, you need to remember to place again your index finger underneath of your twisted yarn. This done. This is what called plying method. How many twists per inch? I didn't count, but I know for sure it's supposed to be 100 twists per yard. It's quite high numbers. Try to check constantly how this well twisted. Is it nice? This against dark color, you can see. And now, when you finish your bobbin completely, approximately 400-500 yards total, you need to think how to set up twist. Because set up twist by Orenburg style different than set up twist on any fiber what you usually spun and try to hang outside with some kind weight. For me, no reason to waste my time to go on the some kind gizmo to put all the skein or to use your elbow to make skein. This is already good, nice ball with very much air inside, ready to twist or ready to set up twist with help of water again.